Yesterday is gone, tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. So let us begin. Welcome to 9 Minutes with Nefertiti. Hello, and welcome to conversation number 5. Did you enjoy that baby's laughter? Do you wonder why we're starting this conversation a little bit different and we started with a baby laughing? Well, those are all good questions. This conversation may be a little different from some of the future conversations or the ones we've already had, in that we're going to talk about humor. Now, that might be a different topic, a different conversation, something that you didn't expect us to ever talk about, but we're going to talk about humor in this conversation. Our almost 2-year-old daughter actually serves as the inspiration for this conversation. So her and I were sitting together having lunch a few weeks ago, and I was having one of those days, not a terribly awful day, but just one of those days where it was just one of those days. That's just the easiest way I can say it. And she was having her lunch and I was sitting with her, and she had her yogurt all over her face. Her milk was everywhere. She was making puddles with it. And she looked up at me and she said, "I'm funny." So I'm like, did she just say she's funny? She said, "I'm funny." And so I immediately got snatched out of my bad day. I just smiled at her for a few minutes and I thought to myself, this girl just said she was funny. So after that, some weeks and days passed by and we hear her say it often. Like she'll put something on her head or she'll put something on our head or we'll tickle and play and she'll say, "I'm funny." And so it started me thinking about the importance of humor in our lives. Even when we don't feel like laughing, the whole goal of our conversations is to bring hopefulness back to our daily lives. And I'd like to encourage us to think about humor as a way to start bringing some joys and smiles back to our lives. So I started doing some research about humor and where we are with humor. Humor is still very understudied in the research, and some people don't appreciate it. And I am not meaning today, when I talk about humor, any humor that is in bad taste or any humor that hurts a person, a population, a culture. That's not what I mean. I mean finding those things within your day that make you smile. That's what I mean when I say a sense of humor. So, have you ever heard that statement that says humor is an instant vacation? I don't know about you, but I agree with that. If I can stop for a second and just take in what's happening around me, I get snatched out of whatever I'm dealing with, whether it be frustration, overwhelmness, just one of those days. I find that humor can be an enjoyable moment within a day that sometimes is not so enjoyable. I do lots of keynotes and live presentations for my full-time job, and sometimes I tell these awfully corny jokes, and my husband will he'll say, "Well, honey, are you going to tell that corny joke?" And I say yes. And I tell my corny jokes, and I think people feel sorry for me. But nonetheless, they laugh. So let's talk a little bit about laughter. Children can develop a sense of humor or begin to see the humor in things as early as 14 months. So if you are a mommy or daddy or someone in the life of a little one, encourage their humor. Bring it out. Do things to spark it because it can develop as early as 14 to 15 months. Humor is said to be one of the most basic and important human characteristic. So why don't you and I, after today's conversation, if we're not doing a good job of it, let's bring it back. Let's find things that can make us laugh so we can bring humor back to what we're doing. Laughter eases our physical tension. It causes our muscles to be more relaxed. And laughter just makes you smile. And we all know what a simple smile can do. And it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. So there's a reason alone to put more smiles on our face. And laughter can be contagious. Have you ever been with a person that's laughing and you start laughing with them or at them and you don't even know what you're laughing at? Oh my goodness, I think some of my best laughs have come at watching somebody laugh. I may not even know what they're laughing at. But their laughter gets me to laughing, and then we're in a room together. It's just bawling over laughing, and we don't even know what we're laughing at. That's what I'm talking about when we say, let's think about bringing some laughter back to our lives. And it's not an exaggeration that laughter can be considered a great medicine for the body. So, are you ready for a little medicine? Get ready for some really corny jokes. Here goes. Weren't they awful? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so, so sorry. But how do you feel? What are your cheeks doing? Are you smiling? I hope you are, because that was my reason for inserting those awfully corny jokes. I know they were really bad. So today, I want you to remember to laugh with somebody. Find laughter in everyday situations. I'm a parent of a 2-year-old, so you know we have Comedy Central around here every day. We just have to remember not to laugh at her inappropriate behaviors, because she'll keep doing those. So we want to not laugh at those things. But laugh with your children. On the school bus, on the drive home tonight, laugh with them. Before you go to bed, tell some corny jokes. Laugh with your spouse or significant other. Laugh with your colleagues. Laugh at yourself. Did you do something amazingly unpredictable today that the only thing you could do is laugh at yourself? A few weeks ago, I'd taken our daughter to care without a diaper on. So, like, she's in care, but she doesn't have a diaper on. She's got clothes and shoes and a t-shirt on, but she doesn't have a diaper on. So, I get a call, and what do? I laugh at myself, and I say, you're having a human moment. And I get some diapers and go on about my way. But that's what I mean. Find some humor in everyday situations. Because again, there's a lot of stuff that we can focus on that will make us not smile or not laugh. So my encouragement today during this conversation is to find something that makes you laugh. Psalms 126 verse 2 says, "Then our mouths were filled with laughter, our tongues sang for joy. Then it was said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them." Yeah, even when things are dark and you've got a lot going on, it's okay to laugh. Laughter isn't going to change the situation, but laughter may give you more energy to deal with the situation. And that's what we're talking about today. So what's the point of this conversation? Find something to laugh at every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Nefertiti Pointer. I can't thank you enough for tuning in. I'll talk to you in our next conversation, conversation number 6. Enjoy the rest of your day.